Good morning, or whatever it is, wherever you are. Right about the end of a song there, so that worked out. So I was looking at one of the, I don't know if it's weekly, monthly, whatever, Twitch developer forum updates, and I noticed there are going to be some changes to some of the chat tags. So even though I don't know that I'm really using this, as long as I've got a somewhat complete chat parser, I might as well make sure that's up to date. So we've got some new samples. And these are sub messages. Let's see. Yeah, subscriber 12. So these are going to be resub messages. Sample resub cumulative message. To share their streak. Geez, cumulative resub shared streak message. And then we've got sample resub thanks to pub subs. Oh, that's the pub sub, not that. So we can expect that this should be supported for depreciation purposes, and that these fields will have to be parsed. Ooh, this was a full equal before. I think I can probably do a partial on this. Oh, we were just doing remove unequal uninteresting tags? Okay. Was that on the resub? That was not on the resub. Sub with cumulative months and shared streak. And we would expect out of this message ID resub. We would expect message param cumulative months 12. Should share streak true. Streak months 3. Recipient display name. Oh no, because I did a gifted. So it wouldn't be that. Subplan name. Channel subscription. Subplan prime. System message. Tier 1. Wait. Subscriber 12. Cumulative months. They subscribed for 10 months? Currently 3-month streak. This is clearly a manually edited entry here. Oh, wait, this is going to be the S's replaced with spaces, though. Similarly, oh, and these all need to be escaped. With that. And then we have to parse a bunch of new parameters. No. Message param. Cumulative months. Int. Streak. Should share streak. All right, so this is basically months. Message param. Oh, it's not streak months. Oh, it is streak months. Looking for end of oh, the real ones had end lines. The samples do not automatically get that. RN. Alright, so these are probably, say, some unknown tags. Message param months. Message param. Streak months. I think they got a little bit better. Where's a bool? Okay, so apparently flags is a new thing. It's not well represented. Okay, flags, message ID, message param months. Oh, right. The field's still there, it's just got a dummy value. Hmm. Cumulative months, message shared. Okay, so these are not alphanumeric order. Alright, and that should be a baseline. Sub and unshared streak, which we mainly expect to be not present, false. Hmm. Oh. Helps if you change the sample data, huh? Oh, currently on a streak. All right, anything else going on here? And then did I use months in my actual application anywhere? No. Oh, wait. Message param months. No. Right there. Go away. So this is awkward. Because they do provide a months. Well, if this is to be trusted that the message param months comes before the cumulative months, we can just do that. Not that any of this stuff will actually... Oop. No, that was not the... Oops, should have just done it back there. Oh, why don't I have a login button down there? Anyway, that's mostly just a does it run. This isn't live yet, and we don't really get those very often anyway. Oh, I know what else I needed to do here. There's a size issue. With our scrolling speed, and I'm not sure exactly which part it is. Implement IRC tag changes for cumulative months and streaks. I had a size issue here. Now, is that with this, or is that only with the additional sections? Either that's only with additional sections, or it's only with the larger canvas. Yeah, so that got a lot smaller. This is trying desperately to maintain size. Well, I can put in some dummy data to fake up the other sections. Inspector. Height. So, well, that's actually significantly higher. So, the OBS screen is at 1080, so we're actually right around here somewhere. Where is all my sample data? So I have a subscription, have a bits. Ooh. Why are... Oh. I started paginating subscriptions. Update subscriptions. Decode string, result.map Azer, always network error. Argument is Kraken subscription. Oh, this is actually, I had a sample message. Oh, decode string kraken.subscriptions. So this is kraken.paginated. Decode.decoder. And this is part of the Twitch library. Kraken decode. Oh, paginated needs an int. Okay, so I was just misreading that. Wait, what? How? Kraken. There's Helix pagination. Was this a different branch or something? There's the Helix pagination. Oh, I was testing it in this app. So it's pagination, not Kraken. Well, no, I imported it as Kraken. Paginated. Oh, offset 0. Okay. That's why it needs an argument. Okay. So with a bunch of extra stuff, yeah, that resets early. I don't know. I thought we had done this in a way that was resistant to that. I thought measure section. Rows and columns, window width, window height. Maximize section size. Heading font size, height. Apply sections, measure section, credit size. Apply sections. There's actually an issue here, but we'll get to that in a bit. So this is preparing all of the lists and passing them to some function. Okay, and this is the stuff from faking it up. Oh, am I not applying the interspacing? Heading spacing, ooh. Yeah, we lost that. Okay. Maximum, so it's going to be slightly off by 1. Is it section spacing height? I could probably find a way to speed up the scroll for this testing. Okay, so yes, it seems to be a number of sections. And we could take care of the off by 1. Measure section. Oh, you need a paren now, don't you? Oh, metal.window height. Okay, compile 2 modules. This is Twitch. And then we don't need all the sample data here. Actually, that's just a reset, isn't it? Include section spacing in section height. Yeah, I need to have something that like called a function between to include that otherwise. Now, I did a little oopsie here. Because I thought I would be clever and reuse my section thing for this. But it specifically excludes empty arrays. Now, I might be able to cheat it like that. But maybe I should just have an actual... Yeah. I would have to account for the size directly. No, apply sections. Display section would essentially have to have like this thing. And then we have to do all the appropriate spacing on it and everything. The other state, and we don't need this to be... Is this... No, that's full screen. This still has a user ID set. Okay, so that still works. Fix up for not displaying title because of empty list. All right, so that will have to get published later. So we're going to drop out of you, drop out of you. Is this is running locally. Right. Hostable can run off of a file because I'm not doing anything with URL. Well, the file updates won't touch on that. Getting the chat integrated will. I may also have to do HTTP2 here. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Elm.json. HTTP 1.0. There might be some other dependencies here that require us to do a total do-over on this. We don't need a server just yet. Whoa. Nineteen. Well, that's Elmake. It should have installed things. Oh, I'm still directly referencing source in the repository. Which probably means I've made some changes to the HTTP API. Well, we probably want to switch that back to regular anyway. I feel like Elm didn't properly handle a project moving from HTTP 2 to HTTP 1. Oh, no, it's in there. This feels like HTTP 2 stuff. I mean, maybe I just have to force it to... Oh, no, the issue is that Elm Twitch API now depends on, well, in its most recent version, which is what we're referencing, depends on HTTP 2. So you would have liked it to, detect that. But it's actually, it's probably the implicit definition because it's showing up as source now. It's not actually reading the project's dependencies. However, that does mean we need to know what the current version of HTTP is. An Elm package is not properly set up for weird color schemes. All right, so it's 2.0. I don't know if it will handle this properly. And then we actually have to deal with, nope, package not compatible. Yes. Oh, right. It's element GTP. No. We have... This is the thing that's really frustrating. Some other thing here... Who the heck knows what it is compatible with HTTP 1. Well, I guess the way we figure that out is we go look at your Elm JSON, Elm bytes, Elm core, Elm JSON. Okay. Bugger off. 1.1.2. That's in range. And Elm core. Now, can we install Elm HTTP? Oh, it directly depends on bytes and file, huh? Now, I was working with the source here. Do you compile now? Well, actually, if this app wasn't set up for HTTP 2, but okay. I guess it was all through the Twitch API stuff. So you depend on core HTTP JSON parser. It's the JS. But we're going to add the chop module, which is going to have a direct dependency on that. What is... ISO 8601. JS. Okay, so I think that if we're going RT Feldman can go to there as long as we're dropping this. Parser we're going to end up needing for the chat stuff. Time we're going to end up needing for the chat stuff. Elm install. Load file. Oh. I guess I hadn't saved this. Oh, right. This is the problem. Whenever you switch from local to direct, You have to go delete the intermediary files from the local compile. What? Okay, we have to delete all of them. Oh, was this a case? Yeah, this actually didn't get saved as well. Alright, so it put file as an well, this is a dependency update, so that's something. Move back. HTTP2 update. Move Twitch back to library dependency. Okay, now, was that a blog post? .org? Yeah. Working with files. File.select. Zip requested, zip loaded file. Select.zip, zip loaded. Elm file, elm bytes, elm HTTP. Start working with the file content directly. Maybe you want file, http.file body to send along to some server. Select files, drag and drop. Elm file, elm bytes, packages. And then elm HTTP changed a little bit, but we only directly used it in Twitch, which we've already done. Okay, so select files, and we're going to have to see what this UI looks like. Just a browse button. Okay, so this is... What do we do with it? Got files. Oh. This is just an ordinary input box. But we have a files decoder. Okay. Upload images. Oh, there is a whole lot of stuff in here. View, style, 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 hijack on. Is that a custom? Ew. Prevent default, okay. Drop. button pick. Pick? Oh, select.files. File.select. Oh, that's probably in the other one I missed. No, this just lists the files. So that lets you force that dialog from some other control. So the drag and drop is a lot, and I think the base browser control supports it. So really all we're doing... stable init, canvas, text width. Wait, why? Oh, right, for the schedules. Ports.read. Probably should have better names for that. Reader text as file, or read as text. So this is what this replaces. File input, target files. And because HTTP uses it, we've already got the dependency. Files decoder, wait. File.decoder. Target files. Oh, you allow for multiple selection. Well, that might actually be an option in the view. Yeah, multiple true, so I do have to be aware that that could change if it was a multiple file selection. So file. Oh, he's doing the map here. So if we do this, so I've actually got target files exposed here. Well, now wait a minute. We've got read and we've got file contents. No, not the JS. Import. Got files. Type file on change. File input target files. Import. Oh, I also have to support export. Right? that's just base 64 encoding. File input target files. That's just a decoder. Oh, right. We're essentially calling a function, which means we have to tell it to read the list of files we got, which was trivial. But now, with the Files API, we can just say, when we get got files, oh, you don't do anything with them. I actually do need the other one. Files is files. Wait, data transfer files. Oh, it's a drop decoder. Image preview, upload. No, I think it's file 2 bytes is what we want. He just doesn't have an example. Well, unless one of these. Or does that have to do it? Test.perform got free file to URL. I mean, HTTP can probably just... Oh, that's not a full preview. Got files. Yeah, multi-part body. Yes, there's no actual example of bytes at. Which might get into the bytes API. File.select, select file. Oh, there's also download.string, which might take over some of this stuff. By some user event. Download a file. String. We're about to download Markdown files. Download some bytes. Okay, so that's for regular string. I guess this allows binary. File. Drag and drop file decoder. List of file types. Data transfer files list, that just gives you a file type. Oh, extract as a string. It's actually toString is what we want. Oh, and here's a straight up, oh, if you have a file, you can get a URL for it. All right, how does this work with the new flow? We had to, because we can't just call a function, we had to go out to the port. And then if it succeeded and did something, it would call us back. With the new one, we're not going to have a subscription. Let's see. So first of all, I want to hit export on the current version to make sure that we have a current backup. I'm thinking of something else. Last known good. Oh, you know what? Actually, the easy one here is going to be the download, isn't it? Download dot string. Download markdown files. But that's a command. Well, I could alternately. Oh. I can turn a file into a URL. But I don't have any way to create a file object from data. So there must be a browser download API that's different from this. Yes, this is not just giving me a string or a URL. So that's actually not... I mean, I could turn this into a button that uses the download API instead of the data string, but I'm not currently seeing a big benefit there, except not having the encoded string in the DOM, maybe? Alright, so we're back to the hard problem. This is a command, so this is an API to pop up the box. But the browser already has a file control, so we don't really need that. File.decoder file input import imported import view.import. So we get target value, is it file input target values, which is a files, where files is just an alias for maybe it is files. And this is file input, but actually the code is in the index. Yeah, it gets files and then sends one result with each file reader. So we're going to do the iteration in Elm now. So target files is probably going to be just something we have here, or is that let's select that file, select that files. Decoder, file.decoder, list file. So target files. So files was my type. We take a tagger, and we just include the map here. Files. So this is going to become list. I guess actually with the arrow, we don't need the parenthesis. List file. And instead of a json.decode.value, this is going to be a list file.decoder. Send.decode.list. And file input. File input.target files import. Now, none of that's going to compile because we're doing mixed stuff right now. Cannot find the module. Right. BC. Cannot find a because the docs always assume their local context. We only have to reference this once right now, so we'll just do file.file. And then the import type has been a json.decode.value. It is now a list of file.file, which will make the other side of things unhappy. In our update function, well, that didn't help as much as I hoped it would. So files is now a list of files, and this is where we can use but this is subscriptions. We do not need to do file input anything. File input.read, file input.contents, receive imported. JSON decode. That's a string. Oh, these are tasks. So it is still going to be somewhat asynchronous, just different. And what it's going to be performing is receive imported. I don't know if we're going to need to reference file enough. So on import, we actually want imported. Test.perform markdown loaded. So yeah, we're still going to have the imported string, imported result. Tasks are results. Wait. Reading file can't fail? This is surprising. But imported is actually coming from here, which is taking this string. Oh, and markdown loaded just takes a string. Right, perform assumes success. Import. So this is still a command, but it is task.perform receive imported. No, this is files list.map. Task.perform receive imported. List.map. File.toString. List.map. Task.perform. Receive imported. Command.batch. Even though we're only accepting one file, the interface is an array. So we have to allow for that. Then that will come back on receive imported just like normal, or just like before. Okay, all the file input stuff is gone, which means we should not need, this is both read and file contents. And some, oh, we didn't have a closing. This is hostable. Didn't have a closing parenthesis. All right, so if we take downloads, we take this, pick somebody who's up near the top. Ooh. JRA and say test. Oh, that was last known good. Maybe I shouldn't have edited that one. Okay. Seems to have worked. Well, I mean, there's multiple ways to deal with that. Okay, that was significantly less painful than I was expecting. Get status. And then get RM. Source, file input. So I didn't actually have to mess with bytes on that because it was strings. Download. I guess I can convert this into a button instead of a link and use the download API. That would mean that I would not have to render and base64 encode this every time. Only when, well, that's still base level conversion. But that's something we can think about. I would not have to render in base64 that all the time, only when we actually clicked export. File import using Elm file. Set one port down. So let's see what this could look like as a button. I don't think any of these really cover that. File.download. Triggered by some user event from a URL. File.download.string. So right now, export name. Does this... This doesn't specify a MIME type. Okay. Oh, this is also going to move this from the view to the app, which is actually kind of nice. So instead of this, do we have any other buttons here? Sort of. But now we have to deal with events. Now, it's the model, so really, we don't care. I'll keep this around for a little bit. Really, we had an export already? Oh, no, because I'm not looking at this. Import, export. View.export. It's not syntactically correct. Wait, is there an export? Oh, export is the type. You're only used for that. It will be view.export in the other thing. Export, receive imported, persist, where is add user, persist model, so this will be your own save state is, and here we actually know what a model is. Persist is similar here. We still have not removed export. There. Oh, we actually did, well, we've done other stuff. We used a few other things from that. It wasn't just the encode. Okay, hostable. View.export. So model export file dot download dot string needs. And what is, I think it's application JSON. Application JSON. And that ended up getting a little bit long. It's still a little bit long. All right, file dot download. Compiled. We've got a space in there or something. Ah. So this is before this was just like an anonymous file. Maybe it could have figured it out from the extension. All right, looks good. The fat button I'm not super thrilled about. Oh, I guess it's because the line it's in. It's just weird that, okay, so the refresh thing also wraps and doesn't leave enough space, as much space for it. But in theory, that saves us a whole bunch of base 64 encoding and JSON encoding on every single load. Or every single render, even. Oh, I moved that. Is that right? Anyway. No reason to rock that boat. Well, it was still a difference. Mm. Perform export with Elm file instead of data URI. Alright, so I don't think we're going to be able to get very far into the next stage right now, but we could start looking at it. So what I want to do is start hooking this up to chat so it can be sort of a host bot that's using my rating system. Even though I'm not thrilled with everything it's doing right now, it's okay. So first thing is we need to be able to connect, well, yeah. I was originally thinking, oh, we only need to do the OAuth loop, but I also have to be able to specify. Well, I guess this has enough saved state. I don't need to worry about putting that in the URL. So before we get to actual chat, we're going to have to deal with the OAuth loop. Checkout -b, autohost. Which, ooh, OAuth probably can't go to a file, can it? Well, getting a token can't go to a file, but once you've got the token, you'd probably be okay. Although that gets into URL parsing, and I don't think Elm Parser can't handle file URLs, so you're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Eh. So, let's see. OAuth login. Hooking up Twitch OAuth login. And then we had that, although we didn't end up using it to log in. In here. Now I've had to do the OAuth stuff, but it's really just getting a token, so I don't know if there's anything I can library well. Maybe if I do it enough, I'll be able to figure out how to do that. So, location navigation key. I'm going to try to avoid that if I can. I don't need to modify the location or anything. We are going to end up needing that, but that can be a part of our other stuff. I guess I could actually start with chat. And watching for events without being able to do anything. Oh, and I'm also going to have to actually test this on another channel. So, because I'm not hosting stuff while live. All right, well, we need to do... Yeah, all the init stuff. So, model... init model... So this is our mainline data. Well, this is all going to be persisted data. This is somewhat persisted data. You can have an auth without knowing the name. So I'm not sure that it's useful to have. I mean, like I could have like a no auth key and auth key name. But then I have to decode that every time I just want to get the auth key. So maybe works okay. Now, this is not currently doing any parsing. And the parsing we are doing... Where are you getting auth from? Oh, current URL. Oh, are we doing... Yeah, we're just reusing that because that could handle URL updates. Which I don't think we're going to be concerned with. It's sort of nice to have that be a separate thing, though. User ID. Yeah, that's a different thing. Just ID. Mauth, if we have... Oh, that gets passed to certain certain calls. That's a different animal. All right, so mauth. Now, extract path argument is using parser. I know what we said. We set path equal to nothing on this. So I might be able to have this parse just a... I'm not sure if parser can even handle file URLs. I know that the application mode can't. because I've tried that before. So in order to get anything, well, I guess we kind of have to get a situation where we have this. Okay, that's fine. So first I have to be able to generate the login link. If model.login equals nothing, display login. Oh, this is all using Elm UI, which would be a major project in and of itself. I've probably got this in other projects. Like view. Okay, so we still got that. Yeah, so this is still in regular HTML terms. Oh, we need authorized URL. URL for redirect. Okay, yeah, we didn't have an extracted footer in that one. Nope. Gotta do the special copy. Which apparently occurred to have buggled. URL for redirect. Alright, display model. Log out. Hey, Zach, how's it going? And thank you for the bits. What's up? Any special occasion, or just feeling generous? Alright, log in. Authorize. And do I have... Oh, this one was using the state. We're not going to have an auth state, but this is... This isn't even going to have the list of pens. It's probably my other one. Authorize URL. Ah, yeah, client ID. It's a better example. Oh, okay. Well, if programming is entertaining, I'm glad to help. Client ID. Redirect URI. Response type token. Channel read bits, channel subscriptions. I might need something to do a host here. We'll see. And then URL for redirect is just... Oh, I do need... and this is going to need the server. And I may have to go check on my Twitch app. No, not source. To make sure that that's a... Oh, I didn't change directories. Okay, and this has nothing, which we don't actually need anything right now. Auth login. Oh no, success compiled. Now the view. Yeah. Oh, I don't need. I missed that earlier. And this we probably need for some stuff, yeah. There's probably a tool to check those unused references. Anyway. Import URL. Ah. Really? Oh no, Elm JSON. It's here, but it is an indirect dependency. A relative variable. What? Oh, this may have been like URL1 code. Well, I mean, this I should have in the other app, right? Stream credits. URL for redirect. Relative. Oh, it's just a display login. Oh, that's for log out, actually. URL.relative. What? Oh, this is probably like URL.builder. Yeah. UUID, I'm not using here. Touch ID.client ID. Well, I guess I could for the initial auth loop. I probably didn't need that in this module before. Import URL. Exposing URL. Authorize URL. Model.request state. I guess for the initial request, we could have that. Now we've bungled the brace levels. Compiled. I haven't called this anywhere. So I've got a whole bunch of controls up there. It's starting to get really crowded. This does have a refresh button, which is actually something I sort of took off of the other one. Display login needs the entire model. Yikes. Document. Knit subscriptions update view. So this is a type of view issue. Display login. Oh. Self. Is it of user. So there's a lot of work we need to do to make that work. Users. Self. It's still going to be a list as a response to the API call. And my water's out. I've probably gone too long without a break. I'll be back in a few minutes. Oh, you know what? I can do that. I can beacon this, but I think I actually may have lost track of leaving my beacons as I was just trying to move forward. Oh, that is a definite bug.
Many viewers, may as well just start the game. So, as you probably know, oxygen not included has
been cleared out. Oh, hey, where'd this hatch come from? What up, buddy? How's it going? You eating some of these resources and turning them into coal? You are. You are so ugly. Not ugly cute, just ugly. But that's okay. Is a thing that allows you to convert polluted water into regular water. So this big pool of pea water, basically, is what we use for the main water of our base when necessary. We do have 3 coal generators here as backups. We're only down to 9 tons of coal. I actually didn't have a natural gas geyser that I could find on this map. I explored the whole map like crazy, desperately looking for a natural gas geyser.
Oh, that sounds so much better on this computer too. Boy. I stole that from Porthos. I didn't make anybody jump through any hoops or anything like that for it, but I did steal it.
Like big bucks and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. Wanna pull out your tough? But no stuffed. Jeez, I'm hooked and I can't stop staring. Oh baby, I wanna get with ya and take your picture. My boy tried to warn me, but that butt got me so can't say. Silk skin. Say you wanna get in my bins? Well, use me, cause ain't no average groupie. I've seen them dancing to hell with romancing. She's sweet. Gotta go like a turbo vet. I'm tired of magazines saying flat butts are the thing. Take the average black man, ask him that. She's gonna put much back. So fellas, has your girlfriend got the butt? Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake that healthy butt.
And there's Zek again. Okay. Okay, what we really need right now is a field in the model that is self. Oh, that was a donation challenge. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I've never really gotten into that stuff. Maybe I should, I don't know. Self. How did I do this? Oh, I just had the auth login before. Instead of the full self. I still have to fetch it. That was ID. So that was a way of providing the user ID as a convenience. Okay, and we're still off somewhere. This is a maybe. How did I handle that in the other app? Just text. Maybe with default. And that still wasn't it. Maybe location. Oh, we have to have some sort of URL to base this on. And then, to get an OAuth to work, I'm going to have to check. Hostable is on localhost. I might have to... Yeah, I think I'm going to have to update that to this. And then I might have to update to a... So... Manage. Let's make that... The local one. Update... URL. Okay. So got that done. Let's get this back over here for ease of reference. Meanwhile, did following videos use simple URL pass-through or... Yeah, as flags. Window.location.href. Or is this already a document? It can't be, because it's working from a well, what's our main? It's a document, but not an application that cares about URLs. So what does this look like? String. Oh, we've already got I may not have updated this, but this has some of the stuff. And then extract hash argument. Yeah, okay, so this might work. Yeah, nope, didn't catch it. Okay, extract hash argument. Access token auth equals auth. Oh, yeah, I was just using a dummy user there. url.http. Port URL, exposing URL. What's the import for that? Builder? Oh. url.parser.query. Oh, and there's parser. Parser.query or parser.query.string. And location. All right, I do have to record the location. So for this one, that was a top level thing. We've got like time and stuff down here. Location. URL. URL. And is that does have a default, so it's a thing. That definitely needs some spacing. And that header is getting really crowded. Okay. This will log in as me for now. Log out, access token. Okay. So that gets us our OAuth loop. We don't have... that was a big enough project. Hostable. Should probably checkpoint it by itself. I think my original thought was to... well, it's nice when it's all compact like that. All right, OAuth loop. Now we want to... if we receive that, fetch ourselves. Current zone. We probably do something similar here, right? Stake, no. Oh, because we were waiting to load. Oh, actually, that will be appropriate here. Because I'm eventually going to want to persist this. Loaded. Oh, we don't have a function for this. State. We do have a pending requests. Fetch next user batch, fetch next user stream batch. Case model.auth. This could be a model that already has stuff in flight. Fetch next, fetch next. Append requests. So they have the actual fetch self. No. We don't need a batch size. We need the model because we have to update it. Oh, that's pending user streams. Oh, because we're adjusting that. Append requests. Fetch self is going to need auth. And then it should just be a... It's a maybe we only want to send it if it's there. Yeah, I can't maybe map that easily. Fetch self model.auth. Oh, fetch self is the command. So actually this is sort of... Okay. Loaded. That's kind of a nicety, actually. Fetch self if auth. And we don't have fetch self yet. Or the self response. Fetch users by ID. Fetch unknown users? Don't remember what that's about. Fetch self. Maybe string, yeah, is the auth. Which is, oh, this is the URL, which we don't need anything there. We just fetch users, and it gets the current user. Client ID, auth, next users, response self, fetch self URL, and missing self, which is going to look a lot like users. Except we expect Exactly one. Yeah, well, yeah. Self and don't care. Model. That actually had to do some fetching. Command.none. Model auth login equals user dot display name. Just self okay empty string. This is a different application. We're calling that a did not find. Oh, this is old. I'm still using the old this old style. I guess there's no real reason to bump it now. Compiled one module. So if we reload this, we'll get a username. Fetch username. So probably with this one, the only way to update the URL here is to make it a full-on application with URL control, which puts a whole bunch of extra requirements on accepting URL events and keeping things up to date and back and forward. Don't just work within automatically with the browser. I would like to clear out the hash. Well, once we've saved it, once we've persisted it, I don't know that we should export that. So persist. It's going to have to be a maybe auth or maybe string. And then we'll have to do the encoder and decoder to handle that properly. And I'm going to want data to make sure that that's working properly. All right, so first, well, our decoder is not going to produce the right type. What is the proper name for Elm.json decode? Doing a maybe. Not nullable. Optional fields. Oh. No, that decodes as a maybe. This is decoding as a list. Maybe field auth as a string. Oh, right. All my other uses of persist are wrong. Let's export. Okay, that compiles. Then we actually want to encode it. Auth, persist p, just a string, p.auth. Detected error. Oh, So either we do not pass that to, so either we have to do a thing where we say with default null, maybe .map and with default null, or we have to conditionally add an element to our object array. Which is still maybe mapping, but it's a little cleaner not to export anything at all for the export format, for the persist format. Oh, yeah, if I put in a null, it would count as the field being there, but not having a value. I guess we're a little bit with the upgrade. P.auth, maybe .map. To tuple. to list with tuple. Maybe with default empty list. Oh, this is in the wrong place now. Yeah, we need parentheses. No, we don't. Maybe you need something? Excuse me. Oh. This is just auth now. I guess I could actually use it. This might be worth a case, because that would automatically handle breaking things out. I might still need the brackets. Alright, so if we export that. Oh, no, this is persist. Not going to export at all. My app has to bring this back. Loaded. Oh, a bunch. Now, I'm not always super familiar with the ones that I've used. Like, I've been doing some C++ for 1 Hour in Life recently, and that's a little bit rusty. But I've done Ruby, JavaScript, Elm, variants of SQL, at various times touched Lisp, OCaml, microcontroller assembly, a little bit of Python, some Lua. I'm sure I'm forgetting things. Learning C. Oh, nice. Loaded. So... Oh, I need to make a... Well, logout should... Oh. Logout isn't implemented. Oh, logout for that app. It's just a URL. We're going to have to do a little bit more here. Auth equals state.auth. Okay, that took care of reloading it. So we should have persisted it. Okay, yeah, there's that. The persistence is a step in and of itself. And I guess I should make sure. Oh, I can't actually log out yet. So, persist OAuth token. Ah, okay. Yeah, I've not done any C graphics recently, or really. Well, I did some DirectX and OpenGL that are sort of PC-ish, although they were targeted at embedded platforms, so we didn't have to deal with compatibility issues as much. Hmm. So I do want, and I'm probably going to do a port to update the URL without messing with the URL stuff. Refresh, export, import, log out. So this is going to become. Unclick logout. And then we knew missing possibilities. Hashtable. Refresh, export. View dot logout. Model where model.auth equals nothing, and auth equals nothing, and auth login equals nothing. Command.none. That still needs a dummy href. Which unfortunately does end up being a navigation. And actually it's a navigation rather than... So I've mostly been doing this based on URLs so far. Or most of my logout based on having it in the URL. Oh, and I need to persist that. So that may have actually been what got me there. Well, it would work, but it wouldn't really work quite right. That's right. That worked, but it would have started to load up. It changed. It logged out, saved it, and changed pages. I think. Because that shouldn't have otherwise done a full refresh. Oh, maybe. That's right. If we do same page, oh, that got an access. Oh, because loaded comes by. Loaded comes by and sets it again. So I'm going to need something to persist that if we got it from the access token. Is there a handy dandy maybe function for this? If the arguments are just value, and then but it's a function. But it will only do that if the value is there. I want a sort of... If state.auth is nothing, well, I need to work on a few bits of this, which might even turn into a tomorrow project. But right now this actually does not work. State.auth is nothing. Then we want to leave auth as is. If it's something, then we want state.auth. If it's nothing, then we want to leave model.auth as is. All right, so now we can log in from that, but I don't think that ran a persist. Oh, it did. Something caused it. Oh, fetch self if auth. Okay. So I actually don't need to do that. If I could have saved the name in as well, but that may be just as well. Yep. Logout action. Now, I'd like to clean up that URL, but that's going to get into some port stuff. Setting model.location is probably fine. But I don't know if that's going to cause a reload. And we have to calculate it. Nope, not model, just Shoot, is it navigator dot location? No, document dot location? Yes. Yeah, that's a reload. So we'll have to do something with the fancy pants URL update functions. Which I think between that and a port, I probably do want to leave that for a future stream. Since it is kind of getting towards lunchtime for me. So we're good here. Yep. So that's it. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks to Zek for the bits and for the host, along with everyone else. Oh, right. Hostable's actually here. And pretty up to date. I am normally doing coding in the mornings and then gaming some afternoons. Today I kind of have scheduled off for groceries and other things. I did groceries yesterday, but in general, I need to do other stuff. In fact, I might want to do some cooking today. Do I have any other software stuff to recommend? I believe I was hosting that one earlier. Well, there's puzzles. That's something. I saw a Factorio that's almost like programming. Well, there's some game dev. Toaster Fuel's working on that. Now, I did notice some swearing last time I was there. Oh, well, it's only current stream. I guess I don't have a previous one for him. But if you mind that, just be advised. Okay, so that's mute. Otherwise, yeah, if you're looking for someplace cool to hang out, that's someplace cool to hang out. Thanks for hanging out with me. Goodbye, and until next time.